Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Julie and I'm here to do my reaction video for Season 2, Episode 5 of House of the Dragon. This time the title of the episode is Regent. And we are here, we are back, and we are ready. Yeah, I'm a little bit late for this reaction. I won't be for Episode 6, so that's good. But I've been sick the past week, so I just was not in the mood. And also, I couldn't even talk properly, you know, so and I was with a fever. I was in bad shape, so I decided to wait, you know, until I was better so I can do my reaction video. And here I am, you know. I have not been spoiled because I have spent the better part of the time that I was sick in bed sleeping because the medicine were pretty strong, I guess. I don't know. And so I haven't really seen any type of spoilers or anything like that. So I'm happy that I guess I don't follow enough people. Well, not happy actually, but happy that I haven't been spoiled, but not happy that I don't actually follow a lot of people that could spoil things for me. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we're gonna watch this episode. Previous episode, our queen, the queen that never was, Rhaenys, died fighting against Aegon and his dragon, and then Vhagar and Aemon on their dragon. So it was such a I have heard interviews after about the fact why she didn't say Dracarys at any time. And like, it just makes me love her even more. And here's the thing with characters on this show. If you are used to watching Game of Thrones, you know that the characters you end up loving are the characters that are gonna die first, you know? So, don't get used to the characters. That's the moral of this entire story, I guess. But yeah, now we're gonna watch episode 5. Let's see the fallout of this. And I'm excited. I'm excited to watch, and I'm excited to share my reaction with all of you. So, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys continue to support for more. Give a lot of thumbs up if you love House of the Dragon. Subscribe, comment, hit notification bell. Uncut reactions always posted first on Patreon. I'm with my House Targaryen. It's the same one I had in the previous episode, though. I have another one that I'm gonna put on tomorrow when I do episode 6. But yeah, I'm a loyal fan of Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen. So yeah, anyways, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, like I said, and without further ado, let's just begin. Did I say thumbs up? Yeah, please give it a thumbs up, a heart if you're on Patreon. Uncut reaction always posted first on Patreon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. I hope you enjoy. And without further ado, let's just begin with Season 2, Episode 5 of House of the Dragon. Here we go. All alone. Well, still have your grandchildren. Your wife, your kids. Shit. She will be missed. Is this a good idea, parading the head of the dragon?
Don't they realize we won the battle?
Strange victory, if it was one.
I thought the dragons was gods.
See? People believe they're gods. Just like...
Just me.
Fuck. What's that? He's very proud of himself. Is that Aegon? Ugh. Oh!
Is he alive?
His grace remains with us for the moment.
Oh, for the moment. Okay. What the fuck? Oh! Oh! Oh my god!
Is my son going to die?
I'm afraid I cannot say. Now, if you'll excuse me, Your Grace, these next hours are most critical. Of course.
Look what you did! You really thought you ended him, didn't you? For the final blow.
Someone will have to rule in his stead.
We took the castle at the cost of some 900 men. Sunfire was long in the dying.
Wait, the dragon is also alive?
And Daemon? What was his part in this?
She know her children.
I could not say.
We still have no ground army but the one we hope that Daemon will raise. After some marital spat.
Oh, shut the fuck up!
It is merely that the gentler sex, heretofore, has not been much privy to the strategies...
The gentler sex! I'm gonna show you what the gentler sex is! Ooh! Fucking hate this! I fucking hate this!
There has been peace in our lifetime. You've seen no more battles than I have.
Thank you, Rhaenyra, thank you.
You have no choice but to submit and renounce the false King Aegon as a usurper.
Bend my knee before some heathen Blackwood cunt. We choose fire.
Oh! So Dracarys them. Oh fuck!
I did not think they would be so eager to die.
You should have indulged them.
I need them alive. I came here to raise swords, not corpses.
Oh, okay.
They are pig-headed, intransigent.
They would rather burn than succumb. Exactly the kind of men I need.
But every man has a weakness.
You take my meaning, then. There are things the crown itself must not be seen to do.
This is a Vale? This is a Eyrie?
Over the centuries,
You promised the Queen Rhaenyra 15,000 swords.
in return for protection, a dragon.
Yeah.
Then she has exceeded your terms. She sent 2.
Both still wet from the egg.
I do not recall you specifying the size of the beast in your request.
Would you goad me, John? I mislike feeling powerless.
Okay.
So do I.
This will be your chamber. I'll expect you at supper this evening.
True.
Kristen Cole made a mistake. Parading a dragon's head through the streets like a prize of war. But the
That's what I'm
people see
saying.
it,
Yes, as do I.
there is more than one way to fight a war.
There is.
You are very like her in some ways. Would you give this to your grandsire?
What is that? Who?
The finest swordsman.
Who is she?
My favorite son.
Oh! That's your mom? You're having a dream about fucking your mom?
To your liking, Your Grace.
Is he fucking a duck?
There's also goose, if you
Oh.
prefer it.
Very well, Your Grace.
You should address me as my king.
But you're the prince.
Oh.
What would you call the husband of the queen?
Well, the king.
There it is, then.
Consort.
The last bit seems unnecessary, don't you think?
Oh, really? Why?
I myself served in this role for my husband. I am well prepared to do it again.
They're not gonna choose
Yeah, I
you.
forgot.
Shouldered the duties of the realm when her husband's health failed her.
The Dowager Queen is a woman.
I am no stranger to rule.
Oh,
or
fuck
decision
you.
of this count.
I agree, Your Grace. It must be Prince Aemond.
After she showed you her feet.
In response to... But the hand speaks with the king's voice, Sir Kristen. What say you?
I don't know why you even have a saying in this.
Aemond is the next in line. It must be him.
It's agreed, then.
Oh, Alicent. I feel so bad for you, girl.
We shall meet again at first light. And someone cut down the fucking rat catchers.
Oh, finally. Oh, there's no more loyal dog than him. Yeah, that dog is more loyal than you, bitch.
Has your loyalty faded, or does it flourish only at night and flee the sunrise like a moth?
Oh, shit.
What I saw at Rook's Rest, we have given the war to the dragons. The dragon rider should lead us.
So you cast me aside?
Have I not spared you? What we must do now is terrible. Is this who you are, Alicent?
I did not ask to be spared. I did not give you leave to speak my name.
Good. Fucking bitch.
Do you offer us your protection?
I do. And the protection of my uncle.
And Daemon, I'm sure, has consented to this?
He will do as his queen commands. You want Harrenhal? My mother will want more than your crossing.
Okay.
What does her grace desire?
Bent knees.
I'll bend the knee for you. Okay. I like this. He's securing... Yes. He's doing way more than Daemon is. So she's just there tormenting him.
The realm will suffer if Daemon One-Eye rules.
Daemon One-Eye.
She cannot succeed, Alice. The people who support her will not be led by her. They look to a man for strength. Rhaenyra is welcome to join me there and take her place by my side. King and queen, together.
But you're as the king.
And if you lose?
Then I'll be dead, and none of this will be my problem.
Pity, don't you think, that you never knew your mother?
Oh my god.
Stonehenge, the Blackwoods have overwhelmed.
Wait, where did she went? Did she disappear?
House Bracken is yours.
Oh, okay.
Call Sir William here so that I might congratulate him.
Queen Rhaenyra wishes to name you Hand.
She's not content about any of that.
Should not ask enough of my house.
I will see Rhaenyra ascend the Iron Throne, as Rhaenys wished. As Rhaenys herself should have.
Yeah, true. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love that. I love how empowering it is for her, you know.
I would make you my heir.
What?
I am blood and fire. Driftmark must pass to salt and sea.
Oh shit! Bela! Go off!
I wish you to go to Harrenhal.
Are you removing me from your council?
I will not deny you have tried my patience of late. Or that you and your house served my father well. And I know you will never accept the Hightower claim.
Not while I live, Your Grace.
I ask you to reason with him. Find out his state of mind.
Dude. Who are you gonna dream fuck tonight? Your grandma?
On Bracken lands were looted and burned.
Beasts proudly carried the banner of House Targaryen.
But you knew about this. Oh, hello.
Have you looked after our girls?
Dragon or no, we shall not raise our banners for a tyrant.
Oh, fuck.
Move along, lass.
I have an errand for the Lady Missaria. I must see an old friend.
Most people want out these days.
Oh! Isn't that the girl who worked on the castle that Aegon, you know?
Was it worth the price?
Of course she knows. Oh, that's sad. I love that he's always like, it looks like he's in a runway all the time.
I'm proud of you, Jace. You've done our cause a great service.
Then why do you look angry?
Because you disobeyed her.
Always prudent, sending others to fight and be felled in my name. Shall I fight for my birthright, or shall I wait here until we are all destroyed? I need dragons.
You have two large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing. There are those of our line who never ruled.
Matali.
It's better than death and defeat.
There are records here, surely, of our line.
Yeah.
And of those...
There could be scores of them.
That's a very good idea, Jace. Okay, guys, so that was the end of Season 2, Episode 5 of House of the Dragon. As we have learned, if you have watched Game of Thrones, it's to not get too attached to characters. Even the ones, like, I remember my first time watching Season 1, Episode 9, I think. Right? I was like, there's no way. I was a summer child back then, you know? And I learned the hard way that even if they appear in the title sequence, they might be killed. So, that's not guaranteed. Now, Rhaenys' death, of course, caused me a lot of distress because I love the character. I love the portrayal of the character. I think the actress who played her did it in such a beautiful way, you know? And with her also through the seasons and through her, you know, from the first time we see her not getting the throne and everyone siding with Viserys, even though she had a better claim, you know, everybody, you know, saying that she was a queen that never was, and like the people truly loving her, you know, but never actually, you know, doing something as extreme as what Daemon is doing or things like that. And at points in her life, maybe even, you know, resigning to the idea that, okay, it didn't happen for me, that's it. But at the same time, she grew a lot, right? I think that when she first heard that Rhaenyra was going to be named heir, or she was heir, she knew it was something that was never done before, that was denied to her. Could that be a sense of jealousy? I guess so for a time, but when we get her to the end of her life, she is more sure than a woman should sit that place as well. That there is no reason why a woman should be denied of her birthright just for the fact that she's a woman. You know, and she understands that, and that's why she pledged her support to Rhaenyra, right? I think it goes, it's something that she does kind of for herself, for that claim that it never was for her, and for her future granddaughters as well, right? As to, don't let anyone tell you that you can't rule and that you can't be the same as a man, right? But yet we are living in this era where women are treated that way, right? You might say, you know, even till this age, you know, women are, yes, in some aspects, you know, but I want to be a little bit more positive and think that, you know, things and careers and paths that used to being taken only by men, now women can apply and can do. Do they have to work more than men? Maybe, you know. Most of the time the answer will be yes, but you know, the limits are not as, you know, as close, I guess, as they used to be, you know. And we're talking in this fantasy world that is very, you know, besides the dragons, is very similar to what old age, you know, in a few centuries ago was for women, you know. Thought of property, thought as property, you know, and thought of less than men, especially in the battlefield, you know. I don't think that, of course, you know, gender roles were a lot more specific and more strict back then than there are now, you know. They're still there. It's not, I'm not saying that, oh, we're so above all that. They're still there. But what is expected of men, what it was expected of men back then, is not the same thing that is expected of women at that time. And now they have, you know, with Rhaenyra comes this era. And an era, honestly, that will not really last for long. Because I don't know how this whole thing is going to end. I have not read the books. I have refrained myself from watching, you know, 20 Things You Missed from House of the Dragon, because they tend to, like, they say, oh, you missed this because this is exactly what is going to, you know, that happened on season 1. They spoil a lot of things from after I have watched like the entire first season. you know, I went back and watched a few of like the 20 things you missed, and they spoil things that happen at the end of the season. And I was like, imagine if I, you know, go right now, they will be spoiling things that are going to happen later on. So I'm not very interested. I haven't found like reviews that, or like things that you missed that have that don't have spoilers from the books, you know. And that annoys me to no end. I wish that there could be more. Maybe you guys can point out to ones that are not, you know, 20 things you missed from the show, and that actually mean from the show and not talk about the books at all, you know. Because my review, my reaction, all of it comes from just knowing what we know from the show. That's it. I don't know anything else, and I don't want to know anything else, you know. But the thing is that that's the reason why I don't watch those type of things anymore, because I'm afraid that they might spoil things. So for me, I don't know how it's going to end with Rhaenyra, whether she's gonna sit in the Iron Throne or not. You know, I have no idea. But from what we know of Game of Thrones, we know that there were kings before Daenerys, before Robert. You know, there was the Mad King. Then there was Robert. There was Joffrey. The only one that outlasted all the men, right? And actually made herself the Queen Regent, was the Queen Regent, and then, you know, made herself the queen, was Cersei. But her position was a very unique one, you know. She made herself the queen of the Seven Kingdoms by the end of well, not by the end, but, you know, during Game of Thrones. But before that, I do not remember, honestly, them talking about a previous queen, you know. So I'm going off by what I know of Game of Thrones and what I'm getting to find out through House of the Dragon. So for me, it's like, I don't know if she's ever going to actually sit there or not. You know, if she will be the first woman, or if Cersei was actually the first woman who sat on the Iron Throne as a queen, you know. But the thing here is that by the time Queen Cersei arrives, you know, there have been kings before, lots of kings, you know. So this whole battle of, you know, women being used for marriage and all of that, and you know, will continue. And that's something that really, like, it makes my heart break, you know, because it's her birthright, you know. It's Rhaenyra's birthright. She was named heir. There was a whole ceremony about it, you know, people bend knees, and, you know, but I think that Viserys did it, yes, believing that she should be the one succeeding him, but he did not do a really good job at making her actually, you know, having true alliances, you know, letting her make decisions. At the end of the day, he was still trying for her to get married, to find a house, to secure, you know, the realm, and like through marriage, and like doing the things that women were supposed to do. You know, the years that he spent in bed, and Rhaenyra just, you know, spent, you know, not necessarily, well, yes, away as well. She could have, you know, Viserys could have said, bring Rhaenyra, she's gonna rule eventually, she is going to be the regent, right? Yes, I know Alicent will have been there, but in reality, the one that was more fit for it should have been Rhaenyra, you know. But Viserys never gave her that. By the time that he gave her that. He was already sick and things happened, and like, I'm not saying he was a bad person. I don't think he was strong enough to really said, fuck all of you, this is my firstborn child, she will rule the 7 kingdoms, you know, and she will do it. Doesn't matter if she's a she. Shut the fuck up, you know? He never did it. And so now, everyone, every single man, because here, you know, both in the Green Council and in the Black Council, everyone is like, you got, like, women are the weaker sex, you know, the gentle sex, and like, you know, all these stupid things. They haven't met Cersei, by the way. You know, people in power, regardless of their gender, are capable of awful things. The fact that Rhaenyra is not an awful tyrant or wants to be, you know, wants to rule in fear is what makes her and sets her apart, and the reason why they haven't just gone head to head and blow things up and blow the entirety of King's Landing. You know, at the end, like, I'm like finding myself reasoning with Daenerys and saying, you know what, sister? Good for you for burning that shit down. Because honestly, yeah, you know, and now Rhaenys is gone, and Rhaenyra doesn't have that ally that thinks like her, thinks more like a mother, thinks more, it's a woman, someone that understands her. Now, you know, because everybody is against her, you know, and believe that even though she's a queen, she doesn't have the strength that is needed, you know, and is questioned again and again and again. And Rhaenys is no longer there to like be like, can you guys shut the fuck up? Like, let the queen think, let the queen, like, if the queen was not a queen and it was a king, you know, heads will roll. And like, that's the last thing we want. And especially because this war is not being fought against, you know, the Targaryen house against another house. It's fought within them, you know? So it's a family war at the end of the day, you know? And so to seek destruction of their own house, it's a big deal, you know? Something that I don't think they understand. These people, Aemon, they are Rhaenyra's siblings, Helena. They are her siblings as well. And I don't think that we have ever, I don't remember that if they have ever interacted, if Rhaenyra has ever interacted with her siblings, has talked to her siblings or anything other than, you know, when Aemon lost an eye. I know that they're not of the same age, you know, but still, you know, that disconnection between the siblings is just so evident and so, like, it's there that it's just sad as well, right? But yeah, I mean, they all are, you know, they don't let Rhaenyra like breathe for a second. The only person she has that is kind of like talking to her and in another way, because she knows is that just spilling blood just for the sake of it is not what she wants, is Mysaria, right? That's her name, I think. She's the only one that is willing to offer her, or at least, you know, wants to offer her another way of playing this game, another way of winning this war, of fighting this war. And I like the fact that she's listening to her, and I like the fact that she's keeping her there, though. Am I shipping them? I kind of am. Why? Because I'm basic as that. You know, I'm basic as fuck. Two, you know, female characters, I'm gonna ship them. You know. That's just me. But I do like the conversations between them. I do like them. Now, in terms of Alicent, I feel like this episode was so important for the women of the even for Bela, you know, for the women on the show, because like Bela is like, I am going to see Rhaenyra on the throne, like Rhaenys wanted, like Rhaenys should have been on the throne. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be the one, and like, it's so beautiful, that moment. I know that the other part as well, where she's like, I'm fire and blood, you know, and like that's such a badass moment. But for me, like the moment where she recalls her grandmother, the cause that her grandmother was fighting for, the fact that she knows that her grandmother should have been the queen, and now there's another woman that is pursuing this because it is her given right now, and that she has 2 generations of women of different ages that she's looking up to, you know. It's just like, how badass is she? Let's be real. How badass is she? I find her, I found that incredibly powerful, you know, because at the end of the day, truly is kind of like that, you know, when a young woman sees older women or older generations of women that have kind of paved the way for them to be able to think like that, to be able to express themselves like that, you know, to not be just content with one thing, but pursue their dreams. Like, Corlys was at that moment, like, he was like, I'm gonna give you the biggest prize, right? I'm gonna give you Driftmark. And at that moment, she is like, I'm like my grandma. I'm a Targaryen, you know. I'm not Driftmark, you know. I am blood and fire, and like that for me was incredible, you know, because if it was another different situation, then it should be kind of like, oh, you know, such a gift that they're giving to this woman that she should have accepted. But no, at the end of the day, she is inspired by the women that have come before her, and she's just paving the way forward as well. So for me, that was extremely badass, you know, in its own merit. And then you have characters like more I don't know if submissive is the word, but characters like Alicent, Rhaena as well, who are not in any type of position of power, regardless of titles, right? I hate, you know, the fact, what I honestly, I have seen online that a lot of people, you know, hate on Alicent. I honestly don't hate Alicent. I don't know where the hate comes from. You know, this was a young girl used by her father, who now, you know, who found herself just squeezing airs, right? Has absolutely no connection to her kids. Like, Rhaenyra was even more worried about Jace than Alicent was about Aegon. You know, Aegon came back roasted. And yes, she was shocked and she was like nervous and all of that, but like Rhaenyra like stood at sea for I don't know how long until something from Luke came back, you know? So for her to be able to at least try to move on. Yes, I understand. Women, people, we all are different. We grieve in different ways. But for me, her kids are Alicent's kids are part of her duty to the realm and nothing more. You know? And is she naive? A bit. Has she been able to think for herself? No. Is she now? You know, now that she doesn't have the protection of the king and she doesn't have the protection of her father guiding her, you know, now she is able to see what the world really is. You know, I think that she has always known this, but I think that through her, you know, I think that she thought, oh, Rhaenyra gets what she wants because she uses sex as a weapon, so I'm gonna do that as well. And she did that with Kristen and with Lord, the creep one. What is his name? Laris, right? So I think that she thought, I'm gonna do the same, right? Only for her to find out, surprise, surprise, that men will do and say a lot of things to get what they want, but at the end of the day, they will think less of you because of it. You have years with Kristen Cole where he calls Rhaenyra a whore in front of your face because she slept with him. It was a consensual night that they had. And then he offered her, you know, oranges. And because she said no, he still hates her till this day. You know, he's still bitter about it. And you have heard him say these things for a long time. And you expect him to feel any differently now? When he has not changed or tried to change, and his hatred, you know, for women and for Rhaenyra, and, you know, has not changed and has even evolved and grew. You know, I honestly can't understand how Alicent has lived in this bubble for so long. I don't hate her because of it. I'm puzzled by it, but I don't hate her. I feel like there is a part of her when she's like sitting down and she's like, well, I have been Regent for a while. And every single man in that room denying her that because they are like, yeah, they are raising a queen. Like, our answer is not going to be raising another one. Like, sit down. Like that, when they said that hurt me. Like, I'm not queen there, but like that hurt me because I was like, the fuck you just said? I couldn't believe that they were saying that they said that. You know, that of course they're not gonna raise a woman to rule when, you know, war, like saying like the only reason why they are supporting her is because of the power her dad had and the claim and, you know, and that thing that happened. But other than that, we are not gonna like, regardless of anything, we are not gonna respect you because you're a woman, you know. And so for me, when you hear people like the council saying that to her, how is it that you believe that it was Alicent the one that put Aegon on the throne? She didn't. They make her believe that she did, that she made this mistake, because of course mistakes, yes, happen because of you. Wins happen because of the men, right? But she had absolutely no saying. I bet you that, you know, because her dad knew about this before, that she did support Rhaenyra her entire life when she was named heir. Alicent, you know, stood back and she was like, no, like, she's the heir. I'm not gonna talk sweet nothings into Viserys' ear to tell him that he needs to change. She never did that, right? She never did. Now then, she believed that, right? So I'm pretty sure that her dad, Otto, and the entire council had an idea that if Alicent did not follow along their plans, they were gonna imprison her in the same way they did with Rhaenys, kinda. And they were going to do that until she calmed down and accepted that her son was on the throne. That's it. You know? Because her opinion did not matter. It didn't matter during this council meeting, and it didn't matter back then. It only gave them, like, the fact that she said, well, he said that Aegon, like, she misinterpreted the words, you know, whatever. It's like Alicent just went in and gave them the headlights, you know, the headlight for to print. Oh, Viserys actually said no to Rhaenyra, Aegon to be king. That's all she gave, right? The reason, the motivation, it changed it. Maybe they had another plan to say, oh no, he's the rightful heir, right? But at the end of the day, the plan was already done. As soon as she stopped talking, they moved with the plan to put Aegon on the throne. She knew that. We know that. We just saw this. Them disregarding her. And you think that she had any power? Or that she had any saying in putting Aegon on the throne? No! She did not start this war. Who started this war? Otto. You know. Because he wanted Aegon there. Who started this war? Viserys' lack of determination, right? Did it started when Viserys named her heir instead of Daemon? Honestly, it started way before than when Alicent said that she heard Viserys said that Aegon should be is the prince that was promised. It's the truth. I don't know what other show you guys have been watching, but that's the truth. And that whole scene where after she's like, well, I've been ruling, and like she's like, I'm up for the job, and everybody just rejects her, and she sits down, and she's like, again, I feel like in her mind is like, my duty for the realm and everything that I do and everything that I have done in my entire life just dedicated to this, you know, because I was put in this position and I mean nothing. I am nothing, you know. I am a fly in the wall, and that's it, you know. All the emotions, everything I feel like synced in for her in that moment. Even her panic, her sorrow, everything, you know. And it was so well played by Olivia. She was like, without saying anything, said everything to me, you know. And honestly, one more reason for me not to hate Alicent. Do I feel bad for her? Do I feel like she's naive? Do I feel like sometimes she feels that, or she felt that she held the moral high ground? Yes, but she's not evil, and she's not bad, you know? And she has absolutely no power at all, okay? So, it's going to be interesting seeing how it changes from now on. Because I'm not saying that she should go like Team Black all the way now, but she should. And now with Aemon, I don't know what she refers to when she says, you know what Aemon is? Gay? Because I agree, but like, is that it? Because honestly, like the way he has his hair is too taken care of for him to not be gay. I'm joking, but like, what does he mean? Like that he's a monster, that he's ruthless, that he doesn't have a heart, that he's not kind, that he's what? Like Daemon or what? You know, I wish that you will elaborate on that. Oh, and speaking of Daemon, you know, the first night that I have a dream with someone that, you know, if I see my wife, who's also my niece, you know, you know, sewing the body of someone else in my family that I am responsible for their death, I will be like, you know what, this castle is a little bit weird. I might go. Or I'm gonna stay in a brothel around Harrenhal. You know, I'm not staying in Harrenhal. And then after that, you have him dreaming that he's having sex with his mama. Right? With his mom. Now, Alice said that Alice is her name. That he doesn't know what his mom looked like. So it's a version of her. It kind of looked like Viserys' wife, honestly. But anyways, it was his mom, right? But like, I'm like, if I'm starting to dream things about like that, even for Targaryens, I think that's too much. I will be leaving that fucking castle ASAP. You know? Oh, goddamn. I mean, yes, we in a show, Game of Thrones in general, and House of the Dragon, where niece and nephew get together, siblings as well with the Lannisters. Yeah, but we draw the line there, you know. No, thank you. You're welcome. No. That was just why was it necessary? I wonder, right? Because like the scene with Rhaenyra and like when they are speaking in High Valyrian and she's wearing her clothes and the crown, you know, it's more him like kind of like battling the fact that it should have not been named, like it should have been you, the one that should have been named heir, whatever, you know. But what does this mean? Again, that he is trying to put it in his mind that everyone wanted him as a king? Honest to God, if he fucks Viserys on the next episode, I'm gonna die. I think that will be too much. No, too much is already like happened. So just stop. Okay? He needs to get out. Breathe some air, you know? But yeah. Man. And well, I guess that his tactics on how to get to the people of the Riverlands are not working, because like he has killed innocent people just as he did with the baby, you know, back in King's Landing. But now we know that he wants the throne for himself, because he believed that he's the one fit for the throne and not Rhaenyra because she's a woman. You know, it goes back to that as well. And he wants the throne, and he's not gonna fight Rhaenyra. It's not like he's gonna win the war in her name, but he's gonna sit the Iron Throne actually and have her being the queen consort, because he hates being called that. And I love that the guy, the lord there, he's always, yeah, king consort. Remember that. I love that he always reminds him of that. Good, because he is the king consort. He's not the king, you know, so yeah, I love it that. I love that. I did love his line as well of like, oh, I didn't thought they were so eager to die. That was a really funny line. The way that he delivered it. Brilliant. But I wish that Daemon was, you know, with Rhaenyra and not here just, you know, having dreams about his mom and him, like, bleh, you know. Anyways, what else happened? Well, Aemon is, Helena coming behind him and like saying, was it worth it? Like she knows what actually happened, you know? And she's like, you know, was it worth it? Like maybe a conversation that they had before, or a conversation that you know, normal siblings will have. Because now her husband is the one in bed, right? I feel for her. But for Aemon, I think it was worth it. And I don't understand, you know, because like when Aegon was put on the throne, Aegon did not want it that. He was like, I'll leave. I'll just, you know. And Aemon caught him and put him where he is. But just as he put him there, he took him out as well. So that's a scary thing. Because I don't think Alicent will be talking to Aemon in the same way that he talked to Aegon. Did I feel bad when he said mommy? Yes, but like I'm also like, not everything is like, you know, I don't know how he's not dead, by the way, but that's another thing. But I did felt bad, but then I also remember all the horrible things that he has done, and I get over it very quickly, you know. So I don't know how he's alive, honestly. The power of cis men. The power they have, because he fell from very high, and he has been, you know, he's burned. There are no antibiotics at that time, so why isn't he dead already? The wounds infected and all that. How is he still breathing? How is it that he doesn't have a collapsed lung? He's gonna die. I don't think he's gonna make a recovery, honestly. So, anyways, that was a great episode. I loved it, and I hope you guys liked it as well. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on the comment section down below. And tomorrow I'm gonna watch episode 6, which, yeah, that's the only good thing about the fact that I, you know, waited a long time to watch episode 5 is that episode 6 will be ready tomorrow for me to watch, and that is always a plus. So, yes. For now, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. You guys are incredible. Thumbs up if you love House of the Dragon. Subscribe, comment, hit notification bell. Uncut reaction is always posted first on Patreon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. You guys are incredible. And for now, that's about it. Yep. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. We did not talk about the dragons, although I did say my part of like they should have not done that. Kristen Cole thought, oh, I'm gonna pull an Otto since he's the master of marketing here, and honestly fuck things up, because like people see the dragons as gods, and like the fact that you can kill a dragon is like making them real, making them meat, an animal, a beast, a very scary one, but at the end of the day, something that can be killed. So that was a terrible idea. Another one by Kristen Cole. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time for more reaction videos for House of the Dragon. I'll see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye.